Silo Rebel Sports is live. Rebel Red sponsors include C&D Cattle, First Texoma National Bank, Ford's Guide Service, Razor Blade Salon, Olivia's Jewelry, Texoma Ready Mix, Taco Casa, Roll-Offs, K&D Customs, Lumped Injectables and Beauty Box, Parker and Mitchell Heating and Cooling, Crossing Arrows Hot Shot, First United, Rebel Nutrition, Hot Shots Coffee, S&L Collision Center, Red River Pet Resort. Rebel Red sponsors also include All Seasons Contracting, Triple Threat Baseball Club, Texoma Pit Stop, and Real Fishing Guide Service. It's time for Silo Rebel Baseball. Here is your voice of the Rebels, Kevin Farr, and the best fifth grade sportscaster in the business, Asher Ludrick.
And hi again, everybody. It's Silo Rebel Baseball tonight here from Billy Jack Bowen Field, as it's the semifinals of the Silo Invitational. This for a berth in the championship game tomorrow afternoon. Glad you're along with us tonight. This little bit of a delayed start, a couple hours late due to games running long earlier this afternoon, as consolation winners were Red Oak and Latta. And then the other semifinal game went extra innings before Dale prevailed over Wright City 6-5 in extra innings. And we're here tonight for this semifinal matchup. The Rebels take on the top-ranked Oktaha Tigers, 17-0, the season record for Oktaha. Silo comes in at 11-3. Kevin Farlong with my man Asher Ludrick, and on the mound for the Rebels is going to be the senior Britton Salisbury. Getting the start here. 2-0 his record with one save, 11 innings pitched, making his sixth appearance, his third start. A couple of runs allowed, 2 earned, 6 hits, 11 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 1.27 earned run average. And here's Salisbury's first pitch, and it's low for a ball. Let's see. Get you that batter for Oktaha, as that one misses low as well. It's going to be Cale Testerman, the leadoff batter for the Tigers here, as we are underway for this semifinal matchup tonight. Salisbury has the sign, and the breaking pitch, that stays high.
Overall on this player, he hasn't found the strike zone.
Yeah. Trying to get settled in there. It's going to be a big key. Got to be able to throw strikes, because Oktaha can really swing the bat well, and there's a leadoff walk, not what you want to start with if you're the Rebels. To give you that Rebel defense, Zane Sander plays third, Daxter Thomas at short. It's Colby Smith getting the start at second base tonight. Charlie Gardner at first base. In the outfield, Landon Langley in left, Sean Weaver in center, Gabe Hernandez in right, and Jarrett House behind the plate doing the catching. And there's the pitch bunted, and Salisbury comes off the throw to first and hangs in there just in time. Sacrifice is successful as the Rebels get the out on the batter. That was Maddox Edwards. He's the pitcher. Lays down the bunt.
I bet everybody in the crowd are nervous, because this is a very challenging game against Oktaha and Silo.
Yeah, big contest here. Rebels have had the Tigers' number the last couple of years for the most part, but it's a new group here, as there's a strike called to the batter, Ledford, Darren Ledford, as Rebels go out. Jarrett House to the mound, talk to his pitcher, Salisbury. Ledford, the big left-hand hitter, catcher for Oktaha. And the pitch is going to be fouled off.
Oktaha are 17-0, and that makes you even more nervous when you're playing a team that's that good at baseball.
Yeah, undefeated this season. Rebels see what they can do about that in this contest. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Ledford goes down swinging. The big left-hand hitter.
Most Oktaha teams in the first of the inning, they mostly get 2 or 3 hits, but they're probably a bit nervous on Silo too, because that's a very good team too.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes here in this one. So 2 outs for Salisbury. Runner at second is Testerman. That brings to the plate the first baseman, senior Mason Pickering. He was a off-season move-in. He was an All-Stater at Hilldale, blue chipper, a year ago, and he has several big college offers as well. And he swings on the first pitch. Hard ground ball to third, fielded there by Gardner, and he's going to step on the bag for the out as the Tigers are retired in the first inning, scoreless.
That one was hit pretty hard to Charlie, but he still snagged it and made the out.
Able to make the play on the hard ground ball. For Oktaha, no runs, no hits. The man left onto the bottom of the first. It's the Tigers nothing in Silo. Coming to bat for the first time when we come back here on SiloRebels.tv. So off to a good start for Salisbury. After the leadoff walk, he settles in and is able to get 3 outs. Rebel coaches thought they had a pretty good matchup with Salisbury against the Tigers here. And worked well through the first inning. Yesterday, Oktaha, they jumped out early. Scored 9 runs in the first 2 innings and cruised to that opening round win over Red Oak, 9-0. In the 5-inning run roll yesterday. So for the Tigers, Edwards on the mound. He is the staff ace, a Connors State commit. And then around the infield, it's Christian at third base. Testerman plays short. Casey at second base. Pickering at first. Then in the outfield, Casey at in left field. Browning in center. Elam in right. And the catcher is Ledford with Edwards on the mound. Rebels, similar batting order from yesterday's action. Zane Sander will start things, and Zane trying to be the table setter here. Actually, he's second on the team as Salisbury passed him after with those couple hits yesterday. .535 the season average for Sander. 3 doubles, a home run, 13 RBIs. He has scored 14, an outstanding .618 on-base percentage in the leadoff spot. He watches the first pitch, nearly hit him inside for a ball from Edwards. The third baseman, Christian, playing in on the edge of the grass. Here's the next one. That one misses outside, 2-0. Sanders done a good job setting the table for those guys, and down in the order. Here's one lined into right field, base hit. First hit of the game comes from Zane Sander. And the Rebels have a runner aboard.
That makes you feel good against a very good team. I mean, that makes you feel like less nerving when you're playing a baseball game.
Yeah, trying to calm the nerves here. Brings Colby Smith to the plate. And Colby was may have had, I was talking to Coach Jeffcoat this morning. He thought Colby had his best hitting game of the season yesterday, moving into the 2-hole for the first time out of the 3 spot. He's up. He's bunting on the first pitch and fouls it off. Smith had a couple of hits yesterday. He is now hitting at .294 for the season with the double, couple triples, 8 RBIs, 16 runs scored. trying to move Sander over into scoring position here with Salisbury, the RBI leader, on deck.
The Rebels are going to have to really try against this team, but there's a really good pitcher.
Going to have to execute, that's for sure, as Edwards fires it home. That one's bunted. Well, bunted down the third baseline. Here's the throw to first. It gets by. It gets away from the first baseman. Here comes Sanders around third. They're waving the stop sign up. Coach Jeffcoat was trying to, it's halfway to the plate, trying to slow him down as Sander was motoring around third base. Smith will advance on to second on the throw. Oktaha with the first miscue, and Silo in a golden opportunity to score with 2 in scoring position.
I mean, the Oktaha, they mostly show a lot of good things in most other teams, but off to the Rebels, not really so far.
So safe on the air on that sack bunt as the throw went wide to first base. Here's the next pitch to Salisbury, and it's a strike called on the outside corner.
I mean, this pitcher is like really good, but he's had a rough start.
Well, the first 2 have reached base. Salisbury, the RBI leader, hitting at a team high 545. He squares and bunts through it for a strike call. They said he didn't pull back. So 0-2 the count. Salisbury, he has come up clutch here in this week. 4 2-out RBI hits. He's got 17 ribbies on the season, 5 doubles and a triple. A 2 in scoring position. The pitch from Edwards. It's high for a ball. Silo trying to get on the board first here against Oktaha in this showdown of small school Titans tonight. Now Edwards going to step off, get a new series of signs from the catcher. The look at second, pitch home, and that one's in the dirt. Blocked by Ledford. Smith getting a lot of leeway out there at second base. They're not anywhere close to holding him. Trying to cover the hole. It's between third and short and first and second here as there's a swing and miss. Chase the pitch outside as Britton goes down on strikes there. So the Rebels unable to execute that time with the strikeout brings Charlie Gardner to the plate. Charlie hitting at .333 on this season, a couple of doubles, 2 triples, 13 RBIs. The senior steps up in a big situation right here. Edwards comes set, and a pitch from Mason, and it's outside for a ball. Or Maddox Edwards. Sander with the leadoff single and then the error on the bunt. Edwards' next delivery, swing and a miss. Gardner couldn't connect on that one. Now the 1-1, and there's another swing and miss. Edwards painted the corner.
Looks like he's now trying to figure out to strike out the players.
Yeah. Working that outside corner here against the Rebels. 3 and 4 batters. Now Edwards wants a new series of signs. The look at third, pitch home. That one outside for a ball. Count is even. Rebels looking for a clutch hit to score at least 1, possibly 2 here. The 2-2 pitch that swung on, popped up on the infield. Edwards is calling everybody off, and he's going to make the grab. Third baseman Christian was coming in. Edwards didn't want any part of anybody else trying to catch that one.
This is all on Sean Weaver right now. I mean, there's already 2 outs, and if he gets a hit, that'd be very big for the Rebels.
Up to Weaver to try to get these runs in. Sean hitting .367, 3 doubles on the year. The pitch to Weaver is a strike called. Weaver batting in the 5-hole tonight. 6 RBIs on the season, 11 runs scored. Infield playing deep this time, and there's a swing and miss. It's 0-2. Edwards fires this one in, and it's outside. Tried to get him to chase one as Weaver holds off. Got to come up with a clutch hit in order to pull an upset. Clutch hit or 2 for sure. Rebels had 2 in scoring position with nobody out. Now there's 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And check swing, and they said he went around. Weaver called out on the swing, and that'll be the inning. Edwards gets out of the jam. 2 strikeouts, and he grabs a pop-up as well on the infield. Rebels can't cash in with the 2 in scoring position. We head to the 2nd inning. It's still scoreless from Silo. Here we go to the 2nd inning. And the first batter this time is Kip Christian as he watches the first pitch inside for a ball. Next one from Salisbury, and it's low. There's a strike called. Swing and miss. Salisbury came with the off speed that time, and Christian was way out in front. Evens the count at 2-2. He's got his sign. Here comes the pitch from Britton, and it's outside. It'll go full. The next one, no, just off the corner. It's ball 4. Oktaha with the lead off aboard here in the 2nd inning. A leadoff walk brings Casey to the plate. He's going to swing and foul this one off the left side. Fielded foul side of the bag, Braxton Casey. As Sander got over there. Toss the first, not in time. Here's Salisbury's pitch. Strike called. Off speed, got it across. Count 0-2. Here's the next one. Runner goes. The pitch outside in the dirt. And no chance at a throw to second. Christian has the stolen base and now in scoring position as Oktaha looking for the first run of the game. The look at second, pitch home, and that one's high from Salisbury. Count even to 2-2. Swung on. This one's skied. Right field. Over is the right fielder. Hernandez makes the catch, and he's got a cannon. The runner at second holds.
That's a good way to keep the batter at second.
Yeah, he didn't test Gabe's arm on that one. So 1 out. Avery Browning, the next hitter. And the first pitch is low there. Here's the next one. And just missed off the corner. 2-0. Seventh hitter in the lineup is Browning here. And the pitch from Salisbury is fouled. Two and one the count. Here's the next one. It stays high. 3-1 now to Browning. With Oktaha threatening in the second. Salisbury's pitch is swing and a miss as Browning out in front there. The look at second, pitch home, and it misses for a ball. Just a little bit low. There's 2 aboard for Oktaha now. Couple of walks here in the second inning, going to draw a visit to the mound for Coach Eddie Jeffcoat. As Salisbury has issued a couple of walks sandwiched around a fly out to right. So the next batter is going to be Canyon Elam. Batting in the 8 hole for the Tigers. There's a big showdown in the Class A rankings, fall rankings. Oktaha ranked number 1. They have been all season, 17-0, undefeated. The Rebels ranked 5th this week at 11-3. District pairings came out today. Rebels will be at home for the district with Colbert and Vanos. That's coming up in about 2 weeks. But everybody's still jockeying for positioning for the regional. Top 4 teams in the rankings will host regionals. So this is a big series of games. The Rebels are playing Oktaha here. Both these 2 teams will play again tomorrow, and then the Rebels travel to Oktaha on Monday. Scheduled for a regular season contest in that one. So the Conference is over, and the pitch is a strike called to Elam. Rebels at double play depth on the infield. Thomas at short with Smith at second. Christian leading away out there. As the Rebel middle infielders jockeying at the bag. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one is skied to the left. Back toward the wall, and making the grab is Langley.
I thought that was going to be like a double or something. I mean, it was hit pretty well out there.
Well, that one, he got just a little bit under it, did Elam. Langley got back and was able to make the catch about 5 feet this side of the wall in left. Big out right there. There's 2 outs. And the 9-hole hitter is Brock. And check swing, he went around. That's Brody Brock, the designated hitter. So let's see if the Rebels can come up with the plays and leave a couple of Tigers stranded here. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled. So the count 0-2 to Brock. Runner goes. Here's the pitch. It's high. Now the throw goes to second base, trying to get the second runner as the lead runner was already at the bag at third. They steal that one off of Salisbury. House had no chance. Now 2 in scoring position. Similar spot to where the Rebels were. Here's the pitch, swung on, this one, high, fly ball, deep to right field, backing up is Hernandez and reaches up and makes the grab. Gabe with the catch in deep right. And Oktaha is turned away in the second inning.
Looks like the Rebels showing on defense a lot.
Yeah, big plays there. On a couple of deep fly balls for Oktaha. No runs, no hits, 2 left after the 2 walks. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It's Oktaha nothing and Silo nothing. Back with more. Rebels coming up when we come back. There's some lightning off that way. So here we go to the bottom of the second inning. Sam Mendenhall, the batter, and he watches a strike called on the first pitch from Edwards here. Sam hitting at .393, 3 doubles, 9 RBIs on the season. The sophomore at the plate watches that one low. Edwards, the ace of the staff for the Tigers. Connor State commit. And he delivers that one low. Probably the best pitcher the Rebels have faced yet this season. And the next one misses low as well. It's 3-1. See what Sam can do here. Here's the 3-1 delivery, and that one catches the top of the zone.
Thought it was ball 4.
Well, he was looking to for ball 4 there. Here's the 3-2 ground ball snagged by Edwards, and that's going to be an out as he runs it over there and tosses to the first baseman. On at first, Edwards to Pickering. Landon Langley to the plate. Landon hitting at 375 now. And he squares, pulls back, takes the ball. Edwards has been working behind in the count a lot thus far, but has not really hurt him. As the Rebels haven't received any walks. Had the 2 base runners in the first inning, that from the hit and an error. And there's a strike called. Edwards, the senior, delivers this one. Swung on, lofted into right field. Going to drop in, base hit. Bloops that one into right. Does Langley. So a bloop single into right field. Brings Gabe Hernandez to the plate. Langley has good speed on the base paths. He's got 7 stolen bases on the year. Hernandez hitting 286. Gabe with 2 doubles, 6 RBIs, and toss over to first. And Langley's back in. Ledford behind the plate, good arm for the Tigers. And here's the pitch. It's a strike. Called strike there to Gabe. Well, the 0-1 delivery. Runner goes. Pitch is outside for a ball. The throw to second is in time. Langley's gunned down, and Ledford shows off that arm. As Langley thrown out, trying to steal. Now 2 outs, and the 1-1 pitch to Hernandez is low. The junior at the plate. Edwards rocks and fires, and that one misses as well. It's 3-1. Comes with that one, and Gabe's going to foul that off the right side. Now to play. Caught it late. Count goes full. Edwards shakes off the sign. Here's the pitch, and that one just missed. Edwards thought it was a strike. Hernandez trots down to first. That's the first walk issued by the Oktaha senior. Brings Daxter Thomas to the plate. Gabe has 3 stolen bases on the year. And Daxter squares, pulls back, watches one high for a ball. Rebels likely do not want to run here. With Thomas at the plate. And that one's outside. Especially with Ledford's arm. I would imagine if we see Hernandez in motion, it'll be some type of hit and run play. Here's the 2-0, and it's a strike called as Daxter squared. Watch the strike. On the season, Thomas hitting .294, 7 RBIs, 5 runs scored. Edwards fires that one in there, and it's 3-1 once again.
Looks like he's lost his rhythm on the ball going.
Well, he like I said, he's been behind in the count a lot thus far as Edwards through the first time through the order, but that last one was the only walk issued, and there's a strike called. Edwards has been able to come up with the pitches when he's had to. 3-2 count. Runner will be moving here. And the payoff pitch swung on and fouled. As Daxter fights that one off. Ready to go again with the runner moving, and that misses for ball 4. So back-to-back walks. I'm going to draw a visit to the mound. Here comes Coach Kevin Rodden out there with Zane Sander headed to the plate. Sander has the one of the Rebels' 2 hits in the contest thus far.
They sure don't want to hit now. I mean, Oktaha don't want to hit because that might actually score a run, or it might just keep a guy at third. But
well, 2 outs.
But you still don't want the bases loaded.
2 outs. You would imagine the Rebels probably would score, or try to score on a hit. As Hernandez should be moving on contact. They're at second.
The Rebels would love a double right now, though.
See what Zane can do. The sophomore at the plate, and the pitch is low for a ball from Edwards. Sander, 13 RBIs on the season. Hitting .535, and is up that with a hit already tonight. Off of Edwards back in the first inning to lead off the game.
He always leads off games with a single.
Well, a lot of times this year he has. Now 1-0. The pitch from Maddox. Swung on. Hit back up the middle base hit. Into center field. Hernandez rounds third. Headed home. The throw is late. And the Rebels score. A Zane Sander 2-out RBI single. And Silo leads 1-0.
I mean, he's having a great start. Like he's always showing off. Like when they're in big competitive battles like this.
Yeah, clutch situation. Sander comes through again, and Silo leads 1-0 on the top-ranked Tigers. Still a long way to go, however. Colby Smith to the plate. Now he's going to call time and step out. Runners at first and second. Thomas at second, Sander at first. Here's the pitch to Smith. He bunts it toward the third baseline and foul. Looking for a 2-out bunt hit. Silo leads, Silo leads 1-0. Third hit of the game for the Rebels. And the second for Sander moments ago. See if the bunt's still on. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Christian out there. And the pitch from Edwards. Swing and a miss.
Looks like he got him on that curveball.
Yep. Breaking pitch that Colby went after there. Behind in the count at 0-2. The look at second, pitch home. That one's high. Tried to get him to chase there. Silo with the 1-0 lead here against undefeated Oktaha tonight. The semifinals of the Silo Invitational. Here's the pitch from Edwards. A breaking ball just missed inside.
It curved a little bit, but it curved right back at him, and it came right back. It almost hit him, actually.
It came close there. 2-2 the count. See what Colby can do here. Couple of big hits last night. He's got 8 RBIs on the season. Here's the 2-2 offering, and it's strike 3 called. Froze him on that one. And the Rebels leave a couple of stranded, but not before they pick up a run on Zane Sanders, 14th RBI of the season. Silo leads 1-0 as we head to the third here from Billy Jack Bowen Field. So here we go to the third inning. Silo has taken a 1-0 lead on Oktaha. Still a lot of game to go. As the Tigers are going to have to play from behind, a rare situation this season for the 17-0 Oktaha Tigers. Al Salisbury back out there, and his first pitch is a strike call. The breaking ball had the knees buckling of the leadoff batter. Testerman back up there for the second time. Drill walk is first at bat. Here's the next pitch. And that one just misses inside. Tried to drop another one in. Britt using an assortment of breaking pitches here tonight. Here's the next pitch. On the corner for a strike. Count now 1-2. Eyes the sign. The pitch from Salisbury swung on. Chopper toward third. Charging is Sander. He's going to throw on the run. It's not in time. As Testerman showed off his speed, that was a high chopper. Sander did all he could on that one. Fielded it and threw on the run, but Testerman was a step past the bag. A leadoff infield single for the Oktaha one hole. Wasn't hardly hit. I mean, wasn't hit hard, but he ends up with a hit. That high chop. Edwards to the plate. He had a sacrifice bunt his last time. Wearing the work gloves there at the plate and watches the pitch outside for a ball. So he pulled back on the bunt attempt. Tying run now on base for Oktaha. Silo's been able to work out of trouble in the first 2 innings and leave Tigers stranded thus far. Now another toss over. They got him picked. Here's Gardner running him towards second. Now gives it off to Daxter, and he's going to tag the base runner out. They pick off Testerman. Coach Rodden can't believe it. Has his hands on his hips. His leadoff batter's picked off. Salisbury with the outstanding move there, and there's one gone here in the third. Salisbury to Gardner and Thomas with the tag. That pitch inside there to Edwards. It's now 2-0. Next one from Brett, now up and in, 3-0. Well, just got the lead off on the pickoff. Don't want to walk the next guy, but he does. Salisbury walks him on 4 pitches. Rebels continue flirting with danger. That's the 4th walk issued by Salisbury tonight, and here come the big sticks. Ledford is up next with the runner at first and 1 out.
The Silo Rebels are usually always in danger, like in this game, but they somehow get away to get out of it.
Well, thus far, we're through 2 innings, and now in the third as the pitch to Ledford misses outside for a ball. See if they can pull one out of their hat again here in the third inning. Check the runner. The pitch home from Salisbury, and that's a strike called on the inside corner. Ledford didn't much agree with that one. So he turns around and looks at the umpire. Count even at 1-1. Well, a little bit closer at first base after they saw Salisbury's move. Pitches in the dirt, blocked by House. 2-1 the count. Rebels would love a double play right here. Ledford is a pull hitter. I would imagine they try to work away on him as there's another toss over. Working to keep Edwards close. The big lefty at the plate. Salisbury is going to step off. Wipe some sweat off his brow. Now ready to go. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him just off the corner as Ledford went after that one. Now 2-2 count. Another toss over.
I know a strikeout would be nice, but be more nice if a guy actually hit it and got a double play.
Yeah, that would pitcher's best friend if they could pull it off. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that one misses inside. Came back into Ledford after they got him to chase that one outside. We'll see what they do on 3-2. Runner may be moving here. Here's the payoff pitch. It's in the dirt, ball 4. Walk number 5 issued by Brett, and they continue to flirt with danger.
They sure don't want this player to get a hit, too, with it.
Yeah, just one hit. That was the infield single to start this inning. A couple of walks. Pickering is the batter, and he's got a solid bat as well from the left side. Smith's got him played to pull, and he's going to foul that pitch off back to the backstop. Colby playing over, shading toward first. Rebels probably would have a tough time turning a double play unless it's hit right to Smith. Now the 0-1, check second. And the pitch. And it gets away from the catcher. Runner going, diving stag by Sander to keep that one from heading into left field. House got back there and fielded it, and the throw to third was wide, and Zane with the diving snag to keep the runner from scoring.
That would not be good if it got into left field, but because it would probably put 2 runs on the board.
But the runners both advance on the wild pitch. Sander probably saved at least 1 run right there. Here comes the pitch now to Pickering. He pulls that one foul. The tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position once more for Oktaha. And this is probably the guy they want at the plate. But Pickering has 2 strikes on him. See what Salisbury can do. Infield is in except for Gardner. He is playing back at first. Here's the pitch, swung on, ground ball, hit to second. Smith goes to first for the out. Runners have to hold, and there's 2 away. So the drawn-in infield works there to get the second out on Pickering. Big out right there. And 1 more out away from pulling another Houdini act for the Rebels here. Here's the pitch from Salisbury. It swung on and popped foul. Backing out of play to by Christian. Kip Christian the batter. Rebels back at normal positioning defensively. Leading 1-0. Salisbury checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch home, and it stays high. Wheels turning on both sides. A lot of tense moments remaining. Here's one right here, and the 1-1 is a strike called. I don't know if Christian agreed with that one. He's just laughing at the plate. But that one on the outside corner called a strike. Now the count 1-2. See what Britt can do here. The pitch home, swung on and fouled. He just got a piece of that one to stay alive. Seems like big moments every half inning tonight in this showdown of small school heavyweights. The 1-2 delivery, high for a ball. Count evens here to Christian. The look at second, pitch home from Salisbury, swung on. It's lined toward right, gonna fall in for a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the throw from Hernandez. It comes all the way to the plate, and the runner's hung up. Here's the throw to third. Tag at home, he's out. Hernandez shows off the gun again. The runner, they were sending Ledford from second, and he just stopped halfway because the throw beat him so much at the plate. Hernandez's gun keeps the game tied. Mistake there as they tried to test Gabe Hernandez in right, and Ledford is thrown out to end the frame. 1 run for Oktaha. They get a couple of hits. We're tied at 1 heading to the bottom of the third here from Billy Jack Bowen Field in Silo. We head to the bottom of the third inning here. Kevin Farr along with my man Asher. And we are in a 1-1 deadlock. Glad you're along with us tonight here on SiloRebels.tv and across the Squirtle Network. For those of you watching at home, Rebels going to send up 3, 4, and 5 in the order. Salisbury's going to lead it off. He swings on the first pitch and drives it down the left field line. Could be extra bases. Salisbury rounds first. He's motoring towards second now. He slams on the brakes and headed back is over quickly. Casey gets that one and fires it back in. It would have been a close play at second.
That's a good way to start the inning, especially on a single that could have almost been a double, but a single, I'll still take that.
Yeah, and leadoff single. Rebels have the go-ahead run aboard.
Take singles all day.
Yeah, see if they can work him around and get him in, but going to need some production here from the middle of the order. The Rebels weren't able to get the first time through. Charlie Gardner at the plate. He squares and pulls back and takes a strike. Now, the thing is, Edwards at 51 pitches already. He's the ace of the staff for the Tigers. Here's a toss to first, and back in safely is Salisbury. Rebels come up with a big key pickoff in that last inning. Now Edwards comes set. The pitch bunted and fouled. So Gardner down in the count at 0-2. Time called. Now we're set and ready to go. Now Edwards is going to step off. And some cat and mouse games. Here's the pitch home. It's outside, and Ledford blocks that one. Now Gardner's going to call time and walk down and talk to Eddie Jeffcoat. Here's the pitch, swung on, lined up the middle base, hit by Gardner. Salisbury's going to hold at second. First two runners aboard for the Rebels here in the inning.
There's one at scoring position at one at first. I mean, that's a great start for the Rebels. It probably would have been, this is probably the best, greatest start for the Rebels since the whole game.
Now, the best inning thus far, getting the first two runners aboard. That one, a 1-2 line single back up the middle by Charlie Gardner. Weaver at the plate, bunt probably on here. He squares and lays it down. Nice bunt down the third baseline. Charging third baseman Christian won't have a play. It's a bunt single. 3 straight hits for the Rebels here to start the third, and they're loaded with nobody out. That one just died in the grass. Coach Eddie Jeffcoat, he was working on the grass this morning. I'm going to give him credit for that. A bunt single by Weaver. They're loaded for Sam Mendenhall, the sophomore at the plate. Sam's going to take time and step off. Rebels with a big opportunity right here in a 1-1 game in the third. Here comes the pitch from Edwards, and it's low. Excellent bunt by the senior Weaver. Now, Mendenhall. Big spot for Sam. Trying to give the Rebels the lead. They had two in scoring position with nobody out in the first. Here's a high fly ball to center. Back is the center fielder. Browning makes the catch. Here comes the throw home. Runner coming in, sliding. Safe is Salisbury on the sacrifice fly. Got it just deep enough to Browning. Did Mendenhall. And Sam picks up RBI number 9 and gives the Rebels the lead back. Got it just deep enough there. Weaver stayed at first, and Gardner stayed at second base. Brings Langley to the plate. Now Landon is a bunt candidate here. He's going to square and pull back and watch that one. Now they got the runner. Well, Gardner. Oh, Gardner's in a pickle. He's hung out. Picked off of second. Here's the throw, and he's out. So Charlie gets picked off of second. Yeah, they're going to, I think they're going to say he did not go around on the bunt or pulled back. Yep, they're going to say no. So the pitch was a ball. Gardner, however, picked off at second base. So 2 outs, runner at first. Rebels had him loaded with nobody, but may only get 1 out of it. See what Langley can do here with 2 outs as he takes a strike. Got to be cautious with Ledford with that big arm behind the plate, and he picks off the runner at second. And that went outside. Weaver's back at first. Rebels have got thrown out once trying to steal already. Weaver 4 stolen bases on the season. Here's the pitch from Edwards. Swung on, and that one's fouled to the backstop. Right side to even the count at 2-2. Here's the next one. Runner goes and fouled off at the plate. Langley just got a piece of that one. Weaver had a good jump that time, Asher.
Yeah, he was trying to steal, but it just went fouled behind.
Yeah, Langley had to protect with 2 strikes there. Rebels with a run in the second to take the lead on a Zane Sander 2-out single. And another here in the third to go back ahead on Sam Mendenhall's sacrifice fly. Here's a toss to first, not in time. The sophomores coming through tonight thus far with an RBI each. Now 2-2. The pitch home to Langley. Check swing and just off the end of the bat. Foul.
Looks like he just tipped that one behind.
I don't know if he meant to swing that time, but it was a check swing and off the end. Here's another throw to first. Trying to keep Edwards close, or excuse me, trying to keep Weaver close over there is Edwards. Now the next pitch, breaking ball, swung on and missed. In the dirt, Ledford comes up with it. His throw a little bit low to first base, but snagging it is Pickering to end the inning. On the strikeout there, for Silo in the frame, 1 run on 3 hits to start the inning. And they leave one on. We head to the fourth with the Rebels leading Oktaha 2-1. Here we go in the fourth inning. Top of the fourth, and Salisbury back out there on the mound. And first pitch here to Casey is low for a ball. Here's the next one from Breton, and it's high. You know, leadoff walks is what's gotten him into some problems thus far, and there's a 3-0 count to start this inning.
That's probably what's causing all the problems, and maybe that's probably why that runner scored.
Yeah, that was got on after the walk, but here's the strike called on the 3-0 pitch. Here's the next one, and it's low, ball 4. Sixth walk issued to the Tigers. And they are in business once again. I think they've had the lead off aboard every inning. Had a hit in the one inning. Now Browning at the plate. See if the bunt's on. He bunts it, and it's in the air. Snagged by Sander, charging in. Nice play by Zane. Came charging in from third and lunges out and makes the grab. The sacrifice not successful there. So Rebels come up with another big defensive play. Runner back to first. Elam is the batter. Canyon Elam. The 8-hole for the Tigers here. He watches first pitch from Salisbury upstairs for a ball. Here's another toss over, and back in safely that time is Casey. Salisbury with another quick snap throw and snagged over there by Gardner.
Probably want to try to keep him close from not stealing second base.
Yeah, Tigers would like to get a runner in scoring position. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swung on, ground ball toward third. Diving stop by Sander. He doesn't have a play at second, goes to first and is in time. Runner was moving, and Sander got up quickly, looked to second, and still had time to throw to first to get the out.
It was a good,
that was a pretty good heads-up play that he was able to figure out. He did not have time to get the runner at second base, and still time to go alertly to first.
It was a good way to snag it and get the out at first.
Yeah, that on the diving stop by Zane Sander at third base. He's come up with a couple of key defensive plays here in this inning. Here's the pitch from Salisbury is outside. The 9-hole hitter, Brock, is up. We've got time called. Let's see. What are we doing? Somebody's got some headlights on right in the batter's face, I believe, or in the pitcher's face, I guess. They were pointing back over here behind the stands.
Still on right now.
Yeah, I think it was the pitchers back here behind the grandstands on the third base side. 1-0 the count. Here to Brock.
It might be someone leaving.
Yep. Well, I don't know. Why would they want to leave right now?
I don't know. I mean, maybe somebody that just left late and probably just watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, maybe they went to cool off in their car.
Yeah.
It's warm and muggy evening here at the ballpark as that pitch was fouled off by Brock. 1-1 the count. See if the Rebels can work out of it again. And that pitch bounces and gets away. Oh, looked like House was in front of it, but it got by him. And the runner's going to advance on to third. So see what Oktaha does here. 2-1, and that's high. Don't want to walk the 9-hole here, and that's what Coach Eddie Jeffcoat's headed to the mound to talk about. The tying run 90 feet away. Out there talking to his senior right-hander. Thus far, Salisbury 3 2/3 innings. He's allowed 1 run on 2 hits, struck out 1, but walked 6.
He's controlled the game very well, but he's still got some walks.
Well, he's controlled it enough to keep the Tigers to just 1 run thus far, but that's been precarious to say the least.
It'd be better if they just did not score.
Well, 68 pitches, and 35 of them have been for balls. Still out there talking to Salisbury and the entire Rebel infield. 3-1 the count here to the 9-hole Brock. So Brody Brock at the plate. Here comes the pitch from Salisbury, swing and a miss. Went after the 3-1, and Brenton challenged him up. So the count goes full to Brock. The payoff pitch fouled.
Looks like he's found the strike zone on those 2 pitches.
Well, that was just fastball down Broadway 2 times in a row. Brock fouled that one off. Probably going to challenge him up. Here it comes on 3-2, and that's low in the dirt that time for ball 4, and he does walking. Leadoff batter Testerman heads to the plate. Cale Testerman, outstanding speed. We saw him leg out an infield hit the last time up before he got picked off. Salisbury comes set at the belt. Pitch swung on. This one is skied toward right. Racing over toward the gap. The Rebels aren't going to get there. It's dropping in. 1 run is in to tie the game. They're going to hold him as it was Hernandez again. That time, Coach Rodden thought better of it as Gabe Hernandez got over there, and he fired a missile from just this side of the right field wall. He's got a cannon.
Yeah, like he just launched that right out there.
Well, they held Brock at third.
Most of the other outfielders probably wouldn't make that far.
No, highly doubtful there. As Oktaha has tied it, Testerman with an RBI double, but they're still in business with runners at second and third. It's Edwards at the plate, tied at 2, and that pitch is inside for a ball. As we said, the Rebels have been flirting with danger with the walks, and comes back to cost them a run right there, maybe more, as there's a strike call, breaking ball. One and one, the pitch swung on, ground ball, left side, backhand stop by Daxter, throw to first is in time, deep in the hole, the sophomore, oh my. On the move, he fields it backhand, and the throw is just in time to get Edwards. What a play.
Yeah, a play. I mean, that was crazy.
And saved the tie as the go-ahead run was headed to the plate on that one.
They all thought it was safe.
Well, Daxter had other ideas. That one was deep in the hole, and Thomas fielded it backhand and on the move, made the throw going toward the third base line, and he was able to throw Edwards out by half a step. That ends the top half of the fourth inning. We talked about it. It's just big play after big play for both teams thus far tonight. For Oktaha in the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, and 2 runners left on base. We head to the bottom of the fourth, tied at 2. So the sophomore shortstop for the Rebels, Daxter Thomas, comes through with the clutch play in that inning defensively to save the Rebels. And we're tied at 2 here. 8, 9, and 1 batters coming up for Silo here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Edwards back on the mound. Hernandez at the plate. Third baseman Christian in on the grass. As Gabe swings on the first pitch and fouls it off the right side, not a play. It's just back and forth. It's like a heavyweight title fight, just big punch after big punch from each side. And that one misses outside. The young Rebels hang in with Oktaha right here. Now the 1-1 pitch from Edwards. Swung on, ground ball, back to Edwards. He bobbles it for a second. Here's the throw to first. It's high. Hernandez is safe. He's trucking it to second, and he's going to be safe to start the contest, to start this inning, here in the fourth. That one was just a comebacker to Edwards. He bobbles it, and then it was in front of him, and then makes the mistake and throws it away. He probably had time.
Now he's at scoring position now. That's a good sign for the Rebels to score again.
So Edwards with the mistake there, and Hernandez is at second. Nobody out. Daxter Thomas at the plate. Bunt would expect to be on here as he didn't offer. Takes the first pitch outside for a ball. So Edwards with the error to start this inning. Now he's going to step off, look the runner back at second. Hernandez, good speed out there. Now he's going to spin and look Gay back. Now once again, the bunt is on. It's bunted toward the third baseline. Nice bunt this time, and it's another bunt single. The Rebels come through with the bunt practice earlier this week, and another bunt single. It died right in the correct spot. Thomas aboard with the bunt single. So a lot of options here for Coach Eddie Jeffcoat. Runners at first and third with nobody out, and the Rebels threatening once more, but they have had opportunities with nobody out and haven't been able to cash many in.
That's good for Zane Roberts to go up to the plate.
Or Zane Sander, he bunts at the first pitch and fouls it off. Rebels could try to bunt again here. We'll see. Sander has 2 hits in the game, 2 for 2 thus far.
Is it Zane Roberts or Zane Sanders?
Sander.
I always get his name mixed up with Roberts and Sanders.
Here's the pitch. He started to square, pulled back, and watched one low for a ball as the third baseman, Christian, was charging in. Rebels with 7 hits to just 3 for Oktaha. But they have left opportunities out there with some miscues. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and he pulls back after squaring once again and takes a strike called. So we'll see what Sander can do now with 2 strikes. See if the sophomore can come through again. The 1-2 pitch from Edwards. Swung on. Ground ball to short. Bobbled there for a second. Goes to the bag for 1. On to first. Not in time. Sander beats it out. The run scores from third. It's a fielder's choice, and Silo retakes the lead on a Zane Sander RBI.
The Rebels always find a way to score and just try to get on top each inning.
Well, they've managed to a couple of times, but left 2 big ones on in the first inning when they had second and third with nobody out. Now the batter is Colby Smith. Now Colby goes down to talk to Coach Eddie Jeffcoat. So Sander has an RBI. The Rebels have retaken the lead. It's just back and forth. We go. Still all kinds of action remaining. We're in the 4th. Here's the pitch to Colby, and it's low. This one living up to the billing of the 2 small school heavyweights. They have had some battles over the last few years, and once again here tonight as they toss the first, not in time. Sanders back in safely. Now the 1-0 pitch is a strike called. Smith looking down to third base at the signs from Coach Jeffcoat here. Edwards at 75 pitches. Now the toss to first. Sander diving back in. Got him leaning a little bit that time, it appeared. For the people that have stuck around, this has been a dandy thus far. As we go late into the evening. here from Billy Jack Bowen Field in Silo. Sander shakes yes on the sign. Comes set. Now he's going to step off. They're just continuing the cat and mouse games over there. Now Smith's going to step out, look toward Jeff Coate again for signs. Third baseman Christian, he's playing in on the grass. He's not going to give up another bunt hit, I don't believe. Here's one swung on and fouled. Rebels have executed the bunt to perfection 3 times tonight. Now the toss back to first as Zane is back in safely.
They really want to keep him close, like really close.
Yep. Sander 10 stolen bases on the year. Now, well, Edwards is going to step off again, look to the dugout. Instructions from Coach Kevin Rodden. The wheels are turning on both sides. And the 1-2 pitch this time is outside for a ball. Silo has retaken the lead. 1 run for the Rebels in the second, third, and fourth innings. 1 run for Oktaha in the third and fourth. Here's the pitch. It's low. Sanders running on the pitch, and the throw to second is in time. Well, tried to sneak one through, and once again, Ledford made a nice snag on that one.
So far, the Oktaha Tigers haven't let Silo steal any bases.
Well, Ledford with the big arm behind the plate. Sanders caught stealing there. And the next one to Smith is fouled. Silo was trying to get the runner into scoring position once again, but failed to do so. Thanks to another big throw out by Ledford behind the plate. Here's one pitch swing and a miss. Edwards, 79th pitch of the game, goes for a strikeout. As Smith goes down swinging for the Rebels in the frame. 1 run, 1 hit. There were 2 Oktaha errors in that one. And we move on to the 5th inning. It's Silo 3 and Oktaha 2. On to the 5th inning. Silo leading 3-2 over Oktaha. And the big sticks coming up here for the Tigers in the 5th as Ledford will lead off, and he takes strike 1 from Salisbury. 3, 4, and 5 in the order for the Tigers. And the pitch from the senior is just a little bit high that time. Britton rocks and fires, and this one is swung on, and it's drilled to right center field. Rolling toward the wall. Ledford got extended on that one, and the throw coming in. He's got a leadoff double in the fifth inning, and that's the tying run in scoring position. Well, tried to keep it away from him, but Ledford was able to extend and smoked that one to the right center gap.
Not a good way to start the inning.
Leadoff double, and here we go again. Tigers come right back. Silo scores a run to take the lead. Oktaha comes right back. That's the same thing that's happened the last two innings. And the top-ranked Tigers trying to do it again. Pickering at the plate. And he watches that one high for a ball. The look at second, and the pitch home, swung on and missed. Salisbury got him with the breaking pitch that time. Pickering, the left-handed four-hole hitter, and that one outside. Two-one count. This one swung on, ground ball right side. Fielded by Smith, throw to first in time. They get the first out, but Ledford moves on down to third base. 90 feet away with the tying run for the Tigers. And here comes Kip Christian back to the plate. Christian was up in a big spot the last time. He had the base hit to right that scored the run to tie the game before Hernandez gunned down the go-ahead run at the plate. Now 1-0. Here's the pitch from Salisbury. It's a strike call. Rebels have the infield in, trying to cut off this tying run. In the fifth, the pitch from Salisbury, and it's high. Britton now at 85 pitches for the game. The 2-1 delivery, that's inside and hits him. Well, another free pass. It's the first batter that's been hit tonight for Oktaha, but the eighth Tiger to get on via a free pass here in the first 5 innings. And more danger aboard. It'll be Casey at the plate. That's Braxton Casey. Runners at the corners with one out. The pitch, curveball for strike one. Christian, good speed at first. They may try to run. We'll see what the Rebels do here. Now toss to first. Christian's back in time after the snap throw from Salisbury. Casey looks down, gets the signs from Coach Rodden. Salisbury comes set. Now another snap throw to first. Back in. Diving head first. Christian safe there. And the pitch. Stayed high. Tried to drop that one in. As the battle continues, Salisbury checks the runner. Here's the pitch home. It's in the dirt, blocked by House that time. looks the runner back to first base. Count moves to 2-1. Rebels would love a double play. Salisbury, now he's going to third to first move. Throw to first is not in time. Still trying to keep Christian close over there at first base. Rebels keep going to the well on the pickoffs. Here's the runner going. The pitch bunted, fouled. Bunt and run was on there for the Tigers. Casey fouls it off. Ledford, the runner at third, was not running on the play, so it was not a squeeze per se. He had safety on there. 2-2 count. Now another toss to first. And Christian is back safe. Salisbury set at the belt, throw to first, not in time. That another snap throw. That was a little bit closer.
He could have had a chance of getting him out at first.
Yeah, Christian might have been leaning just a little bit. That was a little bit closer on the tag attempt. Now, third to first, another throw over. We just keep playing this cat and mouse game. Casey's got to be getting frustrated at the plate, you would think. Comes set. There's the pitch. A swing and a miss. He got him.
That's something.
I think they finally lulled Casey to sleep and got the fastball by him for strike three.
She wasn't very happy on that one at all.
Well, after all the continuous pickoff tries by Salisbury, Casey goes down swinging. So runners are still at the corners, but there are 2 outs. Now Sander comes in at third base on the edge of the grass with Browning up. And there's a strike call. They're going to let Christian steal the bag here.
That one was like right down the middle.
Now that they got 2 outs. 2 in scoring position. Swing and foul. So Oktaha with the tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position once more. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Salisbury comes back and gets the strikeout and leaves 2 stranded.
On those 2 players, he had some good thing going on there and got the 2 outs, and it's going into the next inning.
Another big Brenton Salisbury strikeout. They get out of the jam, and the Rebels pull off another escape act in the 5th inning. 3rd Salisbury strikeout of the game. We head to the bottom of 5. Silo continues to lead 3-2 over Oktaha. Kevin Farr, along with my man Asher Ludwig, the best 5th grade commentator in the business, and we are watching a thriller tonight here in Silo. As Silo trying to knock off the top-ranked and undefeated Oktaha Tigers. They lead 3-2, heading to the bottom of the 5th inning.
It'd be cool if Silo Rebels took Oktaha's lead off.
Now, so far, a 1-run lead. And Maddox Edwards back out there. Here's the first pitch. Salisbury swinging. A high bouncer to short. The throw to first is in time and got him. So Salisbury's retired for out number 1. Testerman with the nice pick and the throw in time. Brings Charlie Gardner to the plate. Edwards at 80 pitches. Here's the next one from him. It's outside for a ball. It has been a thriller all the way thus far tonight. Neither team much of an advantage as that pitch missed as well, 2-0. Charlie trying to get on to start something here in the 5th. Next one swung on, and there's a one-hopper to third. The throw over is in time. Christian with the gun from third. And there's 2 outs for Silo. 2 quick ones here in the bottom of the 5th.
Like, he threw that one really hard to first. I mean, he just wanted to get him out. Like, the first baseman struggled on that throw, but he still got the out.
Bring Sean Weaver to the plate. Weaver had a spectacular bunt single earlier tonight. He squares, and that time Christian wasn't buying anything as he was charging immediately. Pitch was called a strike. Here's Edwards' next delivery. That one's fouled off the right side by Sean. So 2 outs, 0-2 the count here to Weaver. And the next one, it's high and away. Rebels in danger of not getting a base runner for the first time all night. They've had runners in every inning thus far. Have scored in 3 of the 4. And this one swung on, and it's hit into left field, base hit. Gonna drop in front of the left fielder, Casey. He gets it in quickly, holds Weaver to a single. Sean has his second hit of the game.
Well, that gets it going.
Yeah, Rebels have a base runner aboard. Weaver at first. Now they've gotten thrown out a couple of times trying to steal second. Not sure if they'll do that here. Mendenhall at the plate. Sam had a sacrifice fly to score a run in the 3rd, and he'll take a strike here. Silent with 8 hits, just 4 for Oktaha thus far tonight. Here's the Edwards pitch. It's outside, and Ledford with the snag. He looked Weaver back to the bag at first. The senior right-hander comes set, swung on. This one is drilled into left field, base hit. Mendenhall has his first hit. Weaver rounds second and slams on the brakes, and just like that, I was talking about the Rebels in danger of not having a base runner this inning. They've got 2 here with 2 outs. Back-to-back hits.
That's a good sign. I mean, there's a person on scoring position. I mean, I know there's 2 outs, but it could get good here for the Rebels.
They're going to need to come up with something. A 2-out hit with the runner in scoring position. That's Weaver at second base, and Langley's at the plate. Langley's going to square and pull back and watch that pitch low for a ball. Now Christian kind of in no man's land over there at third base. Rebels have dropped 3 bunts down in front of him for hits tonight, but he's got a runner at third. Now, Edwards is going to turn and look the runner back. So we're in this cat and mouse game once again with runners on. Now Edwards wants a new set of signs. Langley 1 hit tonight. He squares and takes a strike. See if Silo can come up with 3 straight 2-out hits to score a run and increase the lead here in the 5th inning. Edwards checks second once again, and the pitch bunted, and it's going to be fouled.
It looks fair.
Oh, well, they said it hit him in the box. The ball rolled and was still in fair territory, but the umpire, home plate umpire, said it hit him in the box. So it'll be strike 2. See what Langley can come up with here with 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. Edwards, 93 pitches in the game. Check second. Pitch home. Swing and a miss. He got him. Langley goes down swinging to end the 5th. Rebels leave 2. We move to the 6th inning. Silo up 3-2 on Oktaha when we come back here on SiloRebels.tv and across the Squirtle Network. Well, it's been a dandy so far. Silo with a 3-2 lead, and just to tell you how close this one has been, Salisbury back on the mound. He's had 94 pitches through 5 innings. Meanwhile, Maddox Edwards for Oktaha, he has 94 pitches through 5 innings as well. Rebels have the hit lead, but Oktaha has been aided by some walks. They'll have the bottom of the order coming up here to start things in the 6th. Down 3-2. It's 8, 9, and 1 in the order. Elam will lead off here against Salisbury. Canyon Elam at the plate. And Salisbury rocks and fires. Strike 1, swing and a miss. Now ready to go. Here's Britton's next one, and that breaking ball that may have slipped out of his hands nearly hit the batter.
Yeah, when he was trying to throw maybe a curve or fastball, it probably just a little bit slipped.
Yeah, hot and humid night. Here's the swing and miss for strike 2.
His hand's probably sweaty.
Yeah, could be. 1-2 the count. We've got some lightning in the distance here. As that one is fouled off. Sander at third base. Thomas at shortstop. Colby Smith at second. Charlie Gardner out there still at first. And the pitch inside and hits the batter. Oh. Well, the leadoff is aboard once again, and Silo just continues to tempt fate. So lead off aboard. That's free pass number 9. And the 9 hole is up It's Brock. So we're in a similar spot. Brody Brock at the plate. Rebels expecting a bunt. You can be assured there's going to be at least one pickoff, and there it is. Probably going to be several more to keep the runner close. Elam at first base. Sander playing in on the grass at third. Now Salisbury turns and throws to first once again. Elam barely off the bag. Here's the next one, and it's a strike call. So Brock taking all the way. Now he's going to take time and go down, talk to Coach Kevin Rodden. 0-1 after a couple of pickoffs attempts by Salisbury. House goes out to talk to him. Oktaha has had base runners all night long,
but couldn't have much chances to score.
Yeah, Rebels have managed to hold them to 2 runs, but they're in another pickle here in the sixth. As there's the throw to first, he picks him off on the back pick.
Oktaha sure don't want that.
The throw was wide on the pitch, and House's throw picks him off at first. The Oktaha coaches are livid, but the runner is out on the pickoff at first base. Coach Rodden just sprinted all the way across the diamond. The pitch was outside. Rodden is not happy. Elam has been picked off. Second time Silo has picked off a Tiger base runner tonight. Now Rodden's still talking to the umpire.
I mean, you could tell that was out.
Now House with the back pick at first base. Well, they're still talking. We had fireworks galore in the last semifinal game. That one went extra innings. And Dale managed to prevail in extra innings in that one, despite one ejection and some other excitement. So the runner is picked off. There's one down here in the sixth. Big play there once again defensively by Silo. 1 out. Brock at the plate with the 1-1 count. House with the back pick gets him at first. And the pitch swung on, popped up, foul, and out of play. So we'll see if the Rebels can somehow come up with the plays once again after putting the lead off aboard. Here in the sixth, the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. There's 2 outs. Salisbury, 4th strikeout. Two outs. Top of the order up. Testerman. Testerman to the plate. He's got 2 hits tonight, and he takes the first pitch for a strike called.
Looks like Salisbury looks like he's found the strike zone. He's controlled this game very well.
Well, he's at 104 pitches. Here's the swing, and this one is lined in the left field base hit. Single by Testerman with 2 outs here. The 5th hit of the game for Oktaha. Brings Edwards up. That's the tying run on base. Testerman has outstanding speed. Rebels are going to try to keep him close. And Edwards is going to foul the first pitch off and out of play. There's action in the Oktaha bullpen. Toss the first, not in time. Testerman is back in safely. Rebels with the pickoff to start this inning after the hit batter. Here's Salisbury with the pitch home, and it's swung on. This one is hit into left center field. Gonna drop in, rolling over. Oh, bobbling it is Langley. The runners, they're sending him home from third, and they're gonna score the tying run. Langley got over there to cut it off, but he bobbled it, and Coach Rodden first had the stop sign up, and then he was sending Testerman all the way. An error scores the tying run.
I mean, if he didn't have the error, he'd probably be at third.
Yep, they were going to stop him at third, but the errors, he's able to score. And Coach Eddie Jeffcoat headed to the mound. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Salisbury is done, and here comes Colby Smith.
I mean, he really had enough pitches for the night, though.
They're throwing game. They're throwing game. They have to now, right? Yeah, they're throwing game tomorrow. That was the plan all along. Colby was going to throw Monday. He probably still will. So Colby Smith on to pitch. Rebels see Oktaha tie it here with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Give you Colby Smith's numbers here in just a moment. Runners at second. That's the go-ahead run out there at second base.
They always have to at least score a point, like every inning.
Edwards in scoring position. Ledford at the plate and Colby Smith coming on in relief. Here's the pitch, swung on, opposite field. This one's driven deep to left, and it's off the wall. Oktaha takes the lead. Ledford sliding in with the double. The Tigers come through with a couple of 2-out hits. As Ledford delivers right there. It's now 4-3 Oktaha. Here in the top of the 6th inning, 2 runs in the frame. And Pickering at the plate. He watches that one inside for a ball.
This is the first time Oktaha took the lead of the game.
Yep. They've trailed or been tied all night until the 6th here. The top-ranked team in Class A. This one's driven deep to right, back toward the wall. Hernandez makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
I mean, that one was hit pretty well, but it just didn't get high enough.
So the fly out to right ends the inning. Tigers leave a runner, but they scored 2 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 silo error. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It's Oktaha 4 and Silo 3. So Silo got the first 2 outs of the 6th inning, but then the Tigers come through and scored 2 runs with 2 outs to take the lead. Now in relief comes Kip Christian. He's the number 2 hurler on the staff for the Tigers, on to try to close this out against Silo here tonight. Christian on for the Tigers. Colby Smith on for the Rebels. Those two are the likely starters for Monday's matchup at Oktaha, which may still be the pitching matchup in that one. As both on in relief tonight. Gabe Hernandez will start things 8, 9, and 1 in the order for Silo. See if the Rebels can do it again and come through. They left a couple on and scoring or on base the last inning after a couple of 2-out hits against Edwards. Edwards has moved over to shortstop. Here's the Christian pitch, and it's low to Hernandez for a ball. Here's the 1-0, and it's a strike called. Gabe 0 for 1 in the contest. Has scored a couple of runs. Here's the 1-1 now, and swing and miss. Went after that breaking pitch. Now behind in the count at 1-2 here against Christian. And he delivers one in the dirt. So the experience of the Tigers comes through with the upperclassmen coming up with the key hits to give them the lead in the 6th inning. And that one is low. 3-2 count. Here comes the payoff pitch to Gabe, and it's strike 3 called. Got him looking. There's 1 out in the 6th. Daxter Thomas, the next batter. Rebels playing from behind for the first time tonight here as Thomas watches the ball. And there's a strike called. Looking to get a base runner here with Sander on deck. Try to get the tying run on base. And there's one fouled at the plate. Oh. Well, they're going to say it was fair. Looked like it hit him, but off the bat to the pitcher, Daxter never ran. And the umpires never signaled anything, and they're going to call it an out. As Christian fielded it and threw to first, so there's 2 outs. See what Zane can do here. He's had 2 hits, drove in 2 of the 3 runs for the Rebels. But watch the first one for a ball. Here comes the next one to Sander. It's a strike called. Count even here. Next pitch from Christian is in there for strike 2. So he stalks around the mound. 1-2 the count. Shakes off a couple of pitches. Has one he likes. Here's the pitch. And it is low and inside for a ball. The Tigers thought it was strike 3. Christian just glares in and shakes his head. Sander back in the box. The 2-2 pitch to Zane. Swung on. Ground ball, right side, down the line, and no call. Now they call foul.
That was fair.
Well, it was headed right down the line, right side of the line, and the umpires looked at each other. I think the home plate umpire signaled foul first, and it's his call until the ball gets to the bag. So the foul ball, Sanders stays alive. Here comes the 2-2 pitch once more. Swung on. This one is skied high to left. Fly ball, shallow left field. Out is the shortstop. Can't make the play. Nearly collides with the left fielder, and Sander is aboard.
I mean, that's a good way to get on base, I guess.
Well, the shortstop, he was going out trying to make the catch over his head, and at the last second, I think he caught the left fielder as they might have collided briefly in left field. But still 2 outs and a runner at first. With Smith at the plate, and Colby watches that one high and tight.
It almost hit him.
Yeah. Sander kept the inning alive. It was a tough spot out there in shallow left field that falls in, and Smith fouls that one back and out of play.
Like, why is he smiling on every pitch he throws?
I don't have an answer, Asher. Here's the next one. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Pickering calling everybody off and makes the grab, and that'll be the 3rd out. So the pop out to end the inning. Rebels leave a runner on. We head to the 7th. Oktaha up 4-3 when we come back here on SoloRebels.tv and the Squirtle Network. Defensive change for the Rebels. Casey Spaulding now in left field.
The Rebels sure don't want any more scoring on this.
Trying to hold Oktaha at 4, so they got a chance down 1 in the bottom of the 7th as the first pitch is a ball to Christian. Here's the next one outside. It's ball 2. That one bounces to the backstop. 3-0. Here's the next one from Colby, and it's on the outside corner for a strike. And Christian didn't like that call. Laughs at the play. There's a swing and miss. Counts full. Here comes the payoff pitch, and it misses inside for ball 4, and Christian bat flips on his way to first. And now here comes the umpire out. He's going to warn both sides. Both sides are warned. Christian has been laughing and bat flips on his way to first right there. So both sides have been warned. Pitch was a ball. It's another free pass for the Tigers. Toss over to first base. 10 free passes tonight. That's 8 walks, 2 hit batters. Issued to Oktaha. They've had base runners galore. Here's a toss on the pickoff. Unsuccessful. Tigers have scored 4 runs on 7 hits. Silo 3 runs on 10 hits. They've out-hit Oktaha, but have not been the benefactor of all the free passes. Here's a bunt at the plate, and it's fouled. The batter's Casey. Smith comes set. His another pickoff try at first. Christian is back in safely.
You can see lightning way out in the distance over there.
Yeah, it's been going on out toward the right field side for a while, as there's one low for a ball. Some storms to the south. 1-1 count. Here's the Colby Smith pitch. It's fouled. Smith had the complete, he went, didn't end up going the complete game, but picked up the win on Monday at Calera. Now on in relief here. Here's the 1-2 pitch, high. Count 2-2. Oktaha got a run in the 3rd, run in the 4th, 2 in the 6th to take the lead. And that one's high and tight. Count goes full here to the batter. It's Braxton Casey. And, well, we've got to have a call. That's a balk. Balk is called on Colby. Didn't come set there. So Christian moves over into scoring position. Full count on the batter. The look at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Sky towards center. Weaver in center field coming in. Makes the grab. And there's one out. That was a towering fly ball on the pop fly. Next up here for Oktaha is Avery Browning. And Browning watches that one high. Smith, the look at second. Here's the pitch home. It's outside. as Christian faked like he was going to run. Here's the 2-0 delivery now, and this one opposite field over the leaping glove of Sander into left field for a single. Spalding over to cut it off. Runners will be at the corners. Sander got up as high as he could with the leap, but just over his outstretched glove into left. On that opposite field line drive single. Canyon Elam the next batter. Runners at the corners for Oktaha with one out. Tigers threatening to add to the lead as the pitch from Smith is high. We're in the 7th here. And a pickoff try at first base. Back in safely. This one goes deep into the ninth. This was originally a 6 o'clock scheduled start. Started after 8 after earlier games ran extremely long. Here's one popped up. Left side, Sanders over, reaches up and makes the grab. Daxter was there as well, but Zane snags it for the out. 2 gone. And the 9-hole once again for Oktaha. Brody Brock steps in at the plate. The pitch, the swing and miss. Now Colby ready to go. Next one is upstairs. Runner goes. House fakes the throw to second. Holds it there. As they allow Browning to take second base. Now 2 in scoring position for the Tigers. The pitch from Colby. Strike called on the outside corner. Check is second to pitch home, and it's in the dirt. Blocked by House. Runner Christian holds at third base. Count even at 2-2. Here's the next one, and just missed on the inside corner. Rebel dugout thought it was strike 3. He goes full. Payoff delivery, and it's strike 3 called. Got him that time.
We have to see what the Rebels can do in this inning. This is the only time they can get on the board.
Well, this is it. Last chance for Silo coming up in the 7th. They have battled the Tigers for all they've got tonight, and see if they've got one more gasp in them here in the 7th to try to tie or win it in the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll have it for you here coming up in just a moment. So here we go. Last chance for the Rebels here in the bottom of the 7th inning to try to knock off the top-ranked and undefeated Oktaha Tigers. They'll have the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up against Kip Christian, who came on in the 6th inning. In relief Rebels have fought hard at the plate, and they have out-hit Oktaha tonight, but 10-8. But 1 run short on the scoreboard at the moment. It's Britton Salisbury to lead off. The senior who was outstanding on the mound tonight to start, and takes a strike called. Outside of the walks, he was tremendous as that pitch, another strike called. It's 0-2. And there's one check swing. They say he did not go. Here comes the next one from Christian. Swung on, ground ball right side. Charging in as a second baseman. The throw to first in time to beat the diving attempt as Salisbury tried to slide into first base head first. There's 1 out. Casey with the play there. Charlie Gardner, the next batter. Here comes the pitch. It's a strike call. Next one from Christian. Rocks and fires up the middle, base hit. Rebels have the tying run on. A 1-out single by Charlie Gardner.
That's a good way to get started, too. There's a lot of innings he got started on. There's a lot of players that got some innings started, and that's what caused us to score, but we'll see what Charlie does.
Well, they're going to send out the freshman speedster, Jake Langley, to run for Gardner. Langley with outstanding speed at first. Sean Weaver comes to the plate. Weaver has 2 hits. A bunt single, and he had a big single his last time up. 2 hits on the night. Langley has 6 stolen bases, but the Rebels likely not running here against Ledford behind the plate as that pitch inside to Weaver. They've lost a couple trying to steal the night. Rebel crowd trying to make some noise. Here's the 1-0. Weaver squares and pulls back and takes the ball. Well, see if the young Rebels can try to pull it out here in the 7th. 2-0 count here on Weaver. Langley leads away at first. Can't get picked here. And the pitch high and tight for ball 3.
Probably going to have to hold.
Yeah, probably going to be taken here on 3-0. One out in the 7th. The pitch home, and it's low for ball 4.
There's a guy at scoring position right now.
A 4-pitch walk to Weaver. Langley out there at second base, representing the tying run. And Mendenhall coming to the plate. Sam has some pop on the season. He's got 3 doubles. Picked up his 10th RBI earlier tonight. So the sophomore Mendenhall in a big spot now. 2 on, 1 out. Rebels have had lots of opportunities, as have Oktaha tonight. That, however, was just the 3rd walk issued by Oktaha pitching. So Mendenhall steps in. Langley's the tying run at second base. Can't afford to get picked, as I mentioned earlier. And that pitch from Christian misses outside for a ball. So Christian having some difficulty finding the strike zone now. Missed on 4 straight to Weaver. The look at second. Here's the 1-0, and there's a strike called.
That one fell through.
Yeah, Sam was taking all the way. See if Sam can find a gap. Rebels have excellent speed on the bases. The look at second, pitch home, swung on, ground ball, back to the pitcher. Goes to second for 1, on to first, double play, and that's the ball game. Well, he hit it back up the middle. If it just gets by the pitcher, it's into center field, but Christian's able to make the play, and Oktaha wins it on the double play, 4-3. So, final numbers in this one for the, let's see, the winning pitcher for the Tigers was Kip Christian. Or actually, Maddox Edwards. Christian got the save for the Tigers. On the mound for the Rebels, Britton Salisbury goes 5 2/3 innings. And he is charged with the loss, tough luck loss. He pitched well most of the night. 4 runs allowed, 3 earned on 6 hits. But he did walk 7, struck out 4, and hit 2. Colby Smith, an inning and a third in relief, no runs, 2 hits. Struck out 1, walked 1. And at the plate for the Rebels, let's see, Silo ends up with 11 hits in the contest. Zane Sander had 3 of those and 2 RBIs in the game. Charlie Gardner, 2 hits as well. Let's see, Britton Salisbury had a hit. Sean Weaver had a couple of hits. Sam Mendenhall had a hit. Landon Langley a hit. And Dexter Thomas a hit in the contest tonight. As Silo comes up a little bit short in the upset bid against Oktaha, 4-3. The Tigers now 18-0 on the season. Silo drops to 11-4. Both teams back in action here tomorrow. We'll have action live stream of the contest consolation game starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. It'll be Latta against Red Oak in the consolation championship game. The third place game at noon, the Rebels of Silo taking on Wright City, trying to avenge an earlier loss against the Lumberjacks in that one after Wright City dropped a 6-5 nail-biter to Dale in the semifinals earlier tonight in extra innings. And in the championship game, it's going to be Oktaha and Dale for the title of this Silo Invitational. That's coming up tomorrow, 2 p.m. the start time for that one. So we'll have baseball action once again tomorrow, live stream here on SiloRebels.tv. Also the softball action from down the way as the softball tournament concluding as well with consolation, third place, and championship games. So for my colorman, Asher Ludwig, I'm Kevin Farr saying so long and good night from Billy Jack Bowenfield in Silo here on SiloRebels.tv.